All right, so that was kind of an introductory thing here. Here we have problem number 1 from page 388. Finding a break-even point, or the part I call a focal point. I don't even think that's a real word, but I made it up, but it sounds smart, so I'm going to use it. So we have an expense. I think this is a situation with somebody who's making hats. They spent $1,400 on advertising, and then on materials, it takes them about $5.50 to make one hat. Then they're going to turn around and sell it for $12.50 a piece. Obviously, you want to make more money than it takes to build the item, how much money you have to spend. You want your income to be more than your expenditure, but there's this pesky $1,400. So how would we solve this with algebra? Well, when do your expenses equal your income? Physically set them equal to each other. When does the income equal the expense? Let's figure out when they break even. Income was $12.50 a hat, and then it cost you $5.50 a hat plus the $1,400 for advertising. One step, two step, 200, okay? 200 hats is when you break even, so that's the goal. You obviously want to break even at least. Anything after that, you're going to start making money. So if you graph these two situations, you'd find that spot, and then the hats would just keep going and going and going, okay? Your income, obviously your income is moving faster than your expenses, which is good. You want your income to move faster. Students, here's a shortcut. We did a problem like this. I graphed one right away in section 6.1 because 6.1 was all about graphing. And then I showed you where they crisscrossed or where the focal point was, and then I did a quick little mental math step and I found the answer just as quick. Here's a little step, friends. Anytime you're doing one of these situations where you have some type of head start, but the other equation is moving faster, here's what you do. You take the difference in the starting amount and you divide by the difference in the speeds or the difference in the rates. Okay? If you find that, here we go. If you do that really quick, if you do this division, you'll get your answer really quick. So the difference in the starting amounts, it's for you to advertise, you need to spend $1,400. There's really no starting amount to sell. That's what you did. You spent that much money. And then how much faster, okay, or how much more are you selling them than what you are making them? $7. Okay, so when does that 1,400 head start, when does that get caught up by that $7 that you make back on each hat? 200 hats. Okay, so I'm skipping right to the meat of the question. Okay, if you look at the got it question, I don't remember what this one was. I think this was about somebody making like some type of game sheets or a Sudoku puzzle. I can't remember. But he was going to spend this much money just to get all the materials initially, and this much to produce it per item, and he's going to turn around and sell it for $2. Okay, so it costs you 80 cents to make one plus the materials, and then he's going to turn around and sell it for $2. So all I do is I take the initial cost of 864 and divide by how much he's going to make back. He spends 80, then he makes 2. That's every time he does that, he's going to make $1.20 back. So I just took the initial cost divided by $1.20. Boom, he's going to have to sell 720 puzzles. I think it was he's making Sudoku puzzles or something. That's it. That's the shortcut, friends. You can graph this. You can use algebra. You can physically set the expense equal to the income. But I like to do the shortcut. You take the difference in the starting amounts. In this case, there's only one starting amount, and then the difference of the speeds. Now, this will only work when the starting amount has a slower speed. That way the other amount can catch up, or the one that's ahead. Obviously your expenses, the expenses are more at the beginning of any type of situation because you just don't make money like magic. You have to spend money to make money. So you have to start with this high amount. Hopefully your expense per item is smaller than your income, otherwise you're just not going to go in the right direction. This number's got to be bigger than that one. Okay, and then you have a starting amount, do the division, boom, get your answer.